5-minute view from the Cop after the first Sheffield derby in a few years, and it happened to be over at the Sheffield United ground. What we expected, well, they're a team that are riding high after getting battered in the Premier League last season, but still got a number of Premier League players. So we expected to have a tough time of it. We expected that there'd be a noisy crowd cheering them on, and that they would have most of the game. Well, they had most of the possession, but that's not really necessarily the thing that counts. Actually, if you look at the stats, we had 10 shots to their 8, and they only had 1 on target, but we had none on target. So was it really a game for the purists? Well, there was a bit of a battling display, and going into half time, I think we would have been really happy. We've been here before, haven't we? Everything's wonderful. Didn't end up being the capitulation that we had against Watford, but still very disappointing. We came out second half and they came at us again, and it eventually broke through. It was a good goal. I mean, they do have some quality. I hate to say it, but they do have skillful players. They are overall a cut above us in skill, but with a derby match, it's about passion, and it's about getting stuck in. It's about blood and thunder, and they were going down quite easily. I thought cards started to come out, and maybe that's why we seemed to back off a little bit in second half. We backed off, and they came at us. Like I say, we let them through that one time, but then we were throwing attacking players on. We decided to start with Ugbo. I thought the side looked pretty good, but yeah, I thought Smith had deserved his place to start off. But Danny Roll knows what he's doing a lot better than I do. So how can we? Well, I mean, United will be very happy with that. They've got the points, and that's all that matters. Very disappointing from our side, because we should have done better with the chances that we did have in the first half, and we could have. The game could have been completely different. A bit disappointed that we did back off them in the second half, and even when we threw attacking players on, apart from Masaba running through. But we just not necessarily making the right decisions at the right time. Balls a bit slack that we were playing forward, and yeah, I mean, at the end they were just quite comfortable to see the game out, being very cute with the way that they were managing the game out. Something that we could probably learn from them. Just really disappointing to have not managed to get a draw out of that. And I think the best I was hoping for before was probably a draw or sneaking a win, but I did expect it to be tough. It wasn't as tough as I expected it to be, so that's probably the more disappointing point about it, really. But I suppose that gives us hope. I think, if we keep going the way we are, we just need to get stuck in and win that ball before it comes at us, and just be a little bit cleverer. Just at times we just seem to just take an age to trap a ball and send it on, and we're sending balls too hard into people, and we're sending balls too far forward, and yeah, I don't know whether it's nerves or whether it's a fundamental lack of footballing skill. I don't know, but I think we can take out from that game, and I think we'll have much easier tests where a performance like that will stand us in a lot better stead, and I think we'll be okay. And hopefully when they come to Hillsborough, we'll be able to give them a better game. Losing 1-0 at Bramall Lane to a side that's just come down from the Premier League isn't such a bad result, really, I suppose. We've got to take what we can from that. I just want us to batter them when they come to Hillsborough. Okay, for now, that's all from me. See you next time.